Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Appreciate you guys watching these and always comment and let me know what you like about them or what you'd like to see. So I'm up here today to do some photography and video, and one of the things I'm up here for is this company right here, Mickwick Firestarters. If you guys have watched my last video or two, I already mentioned I'm a brand ambassador for them now. So this year I'm working with them to promote their fire starter, and I'll show you one. This is it right here. They are basically cube fire starters. They have a wick. There's no harmful chemicals to them. They are made here in the US and environmentally friendly. They vaporize once you get your fire going. I think it's, I forget the exact number, but it vaporizes once your flame really gets going for your fire. So once your fire is fully burning, this is gone. So one thing I love about it is that it's no impact on the environment. It's safe, no harmful chemicals. I don't like using anything that you couldn't cook over, you couldn't use in a home or a barbecue, and this is approved for all of that. So really happy to be working with them. They're USA made, like I said, out of Washington State. I will include a link to the website if you guys are interested in checking them out. Also, if you are interested in checking them out, I have a coupon code. It's Viking for 15% off your order. So if you see these and you're interested in them and you like to order it, don't forget to use my code at checkout and you'll get 15% off your entire order. And I think right now they're doing free shipping on orders over $35. All the details are on the website, but check them out and use my code if you want to get a discount on them and give them a try. I cannot recommend them enough. I'm going to be using this one to start a fire up here today. The last time I started a fire up here, used it, and I have been so impressed. Do not need kindling or any kind of complicated fire prep to use these. So if you're looking for something for a fast trip or for a fireplace, like I said, or if you're using a fire pit or grill at home and you need something just fast and reliable, this is great. Really easy to light with a match. There is a way to kind of change it a little bit to where it will take a spark from a fire steel. You kind of have to scrape off the wick, the wax that's on the wick, and kind of tease it out so that it's more fibrous and fine, so that it'll take a spark from a fire steel. But match, super easy, and like I said, no kindling needed. You can basically just get what you would use as your first pieces of major firewood, put this under it, and it burns so long that it will get your fire started without kindling. So I'll show you guys. I'm going to do some fire prep, just gather stuff I need. I don't have any real firewood up here right now, so I need to go get some firewood, and then I'll show you guys when I get this started. Alright guys, I have my firewood gathered up here. As you can see here in front, this is not small stuff. Like I said, you don't need kindling with the Mickwick Firestarters, so I just grabbed deadfall around here. Didn't worry about getting tiny pencil width or anything like that, because I can just set this on there and let it build. It even works when your wood is wet or damp. So I have some stuff off the ground here that is not terribly wet, but it has a little bit of moisture in it, so I'm going to put that on there too, just to really test out the fire starter. But like I said, starts with a match. I'm going to grab my phone because I'm also going to be shooting a video at the same time I'm doing this one for Instagram, so I'm going to have both things going at the same time. But this is filming on my main camera for my YouTube channel, and then I'll use my phone for the Instagram feed. So just brought some Coleman waterproof matches, and like I said, there is a way to kind of play around with the Mickwick to make it where it'll take a spark off a fire steel. The last time I was up here, I used a fire steel. but it took a lot of time and effort because I didn't do the trick of getting the wax off the wick and fluffing it up. I used some natural materials around and kind of put it around the wick and got that to take a spark, and then the wick caught on fire from that. So there are ways to do it. Matches are by far the easiest. So I'll go ahead and get this going. Sorry, these are real short, kind of cheap matches, so they don't give me much time. There we go. This one's better. That first one took off and was on my fingers in no time. Okay, so I'm gonna switch off and take a picture and do this video, and then I'll get back to you guys in just a second. Alright guys, so I've got a bit of a fire going. As you can see from the smoke coming off of here, this wood is way more wet than I thought it was. So, a couple observations. I'm still new to using this fire starter, so I'm just going to let you know what I find out as I'm using it. So, for wet wood, do take more into consideration on the size pieces you put on there, because the fire starter is having to work against two things: the diameter, the size of the wood it's trying to get started, and it being wet on top of that. So for this, I would recommend not as small as you would do for normal kindling, but still use the size you would go with once you had your spark started and your initial kindling on, and you were going to add your second stage pieces. I would probably start with those, because with this, the Mickwick had to work really hard to get the wood started enough that I could then blow it into a flame and add on these other pieces, try to find some smaller diameter stuff to put in there with it to help it get going. So just letting you know, as I find out and learn better how to use it in different situations, it is an awesome fire starter, but don't set yourself up for failure by doing kind of this setup if it's wet. If it's dry, you can obviously go with larger pieces. It'll start much faster and easier. With this being wet, it took a good while for the flame to get strong enough. And then, like I said, I had to come over, blow on those embers, get those pieces fired up and going, because the Mickwick had pretty much started to disintegrate, or had disintegrated. And so I jumped in and added those other pieces and worked on the flame. Now, I've had to do that with other fire starters, and out here in these woods, and especially, it's been I think pretty good rainfall up here, because as I noticed at my wife's grandfather's pond is way up over the banks, and I have the small creek down here from the shelter. So that usually is a fail-safe guarantee to me that there's been a lot of rain up here. So this wood was pretty good and saturated, and the Mickwick still was able to get enough started on it that I could get a fire going. So I've had to fight way harder than this to get fires going up here. It's always a difficulty in these woods, because everything does tend to stay very damp, especially I grabbed this stuff off the ground, so it was going to have moisture in it anyways. So all I'm doing is just letting you know the learning curve as I'm getting started using it, and how to adjust it to the situation you're in. So dry stuff, go bigger. Wet stuff, dial down the diameter. And if you can find dry stuff to mix with it, even better. Obviously, as with any fire starter and any campfire getting going. But awesome job. I used the one Mickwick and was able to get this fire going. So I continue to be impressed by their stuff. I love that it's USA made and safe. One cool thing about it is you can set stuff up, put the Mickwick under, and you can go do other camp stuff. You can go gather other firewood. You can go set up, if you're tent camping or whatever you have with you, whatever you're doing for the day, you can go work on that while this gets started. So really cool feature of it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you check them out. I'll have the website down in the description box below if you guys want to check them out, and use my code Viking if you decide to order some. That's going to be it for today. I'm going to do a few more things while I'm up here and then head on back out, and hopefully I'll be up to camp again before long. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a good one. Take care and be safe, and I'll see you from camp soon.